Minister of Foreign Affairs should be able to talk about and address. She has the foreign affairs officials to advise her of the complexities of the policies of the United Nations, especially in respect of the empowerment of women and issues related to the rights of the women and all gender issues. Now, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who is also the Prime Minister, is being ignored by Laos and went uh, went to the newspaper, the Observer, to make a number of viewpoints which are baseless. For instance, the allegations in respect of the 10% women representation in Parliament. This was an issue that we initiated following the meeting of the Pacific Forum leaders in Auckland, New Zealand in 2011, where the Secretary General of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon, informed us, the leaders of the Pacific Forum, that of the 12 parliaments in the 54 nations of the Commonwealth, without women, 6 came from the Pacific. Arising from that address, I started jotting down notes and even formulated a formula that would involve the movement upward and downward of the number of members of Parliament in order to satisfy a 10% that I thought at the time should be appropriate to be the lowest the minimum of women in Parliament. This takes account of the possibility of the majority that would be elected comprising of men, as has been the practice in the past. So we fixed the ratio at 10%, which we debated in cabinet, and the result was a recommendation to Parliament to amend the Constitution, and we had it passed with an overwhelming majority. So we did all this while Auli was Speaker of the House. And I would have thought that because he was Speaker, that he should understand the reasons behind the 10% that we initiated. But rising from the article yesterday, it showed complete ignorance on the part of Laos. And he seemed to accuse the United Nations as being responsible for the 10% argument, which was our appeal that we put to the appeal court, to the court to reconsider, because we knew the correct number, 10% of 51 should be 6 women. We initiated the formula and the amendment to the Constitution. Both Fiamé and Laouli were there, and Fiamé was supportive of this move also, because she presented herself as a member of the HRDP to be a strong and powerful advocate for the rights of women. So given this background, it always surprised me that our Supreme Court failed in the first instance to recognize the 10% of women should be 6. Apparently, it seemed that the Supreme Court judges, 2 of the judges, did not refer to the Hansard of the Parliament's debate that would have elaborated to them that 10% should have been 6 women. And so the article yesterday was on and reference by Laouli to the 10% women, as if this was an issue raised by the United Nations, was completely uncalled for. And other references by him were completely inapplicable with the issues that he raised. Issues that he raised were current issues worldwide, which are viewed by other countries as a right of people that should not be overlooked, like, for instance, abortion and also same-sex marriage. Many countries have passed laws approving these issues, abortion and also same-sex marriage. When I raised the issue as leader of the opposition, I raised it as a Christian in a Christian country with its constitution that is widely acclaimed by our people, that Samoa is founded on God. A principle that was put into the preamble of our constitution by our forefathers, and it is shameful for a senior member of cabinet to accuse the United Nations unnecessarily for issues that are strictly issues that belong to our own country, that we should debate internally. And to accuse the United Nations of these issues, which is particular to Samoa, a Christian country, was quite unnecessary. And I think the Prime Minister should have a word with her cabinet ministers. There is too much interference by 1 or 2 ministers on the duties of other ministers. The need a strong prime minister to discipline her cabinet ministers. And that was the basis of my intervention and the press release that was issued yesterday. It is most embarrassing for our country, for people of our country, to be exposed in this way by a person who is ignorant of international issues. And we can easily be blamed by other countries. Where is Samoa? Is this the way Samoa conduct itself? Is this the way its leaders conduct themselves, as expressed by this founder of the FAST party, with its name that is related to the reference to God. And so I would hope that the Prime Minister and Cabinet should address this point, that when it comes to matters of foreign relations, only the Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs is qualified to comment on. And I hope the authority of the United Nations would ignore the outbursts of the minister who is quite ignorant of the issues that he was talking